Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. We back at it again. America's favorite stock trader. We here. Anyway, look, I day trade, I swing trade, and I invest using the same exact patterns and system that you see on my chart. The purpose of today's call is to simply walk you through why I called out some of the things that I did call out, right? Real simple set of rules with this specific strategy. We don't always get a trade like CL. We're stuck. We don't get nothing with this strategy that I'm sharing with you. But if you watch multiple stocks then or future symbols, we good. I trade futures, I trade stock options, and I invest in the shares and crypto coins. So here we go. Let's rock and roll. Today, I wait for price to hit one of our levels right here. And if our candle are green, our trend is green with our Swing Master Pro AI, I'm looking to take calls, right? So here we have a pivot touch. I want to take a breakout right here. And as you can see, this will be my stop out. Price ends up going up right there. It broke, came up right here. Doesn't look like much, but it went from 860 up here to 860. Just let me see right here. Where'd it go? 860.25 to 863.50. It went 3 points. It got me out for a small break even on this trade. Well, really a win, but one tick. When my trade moves 3 points in my favor on ES, it brings me back to break even. So on this trade, I got a small winner. Then we come back down. We hit this pivot right there. I took a breakout, and this is my stop out. And guess what? It slowly trailed me up, and I ended up getting stopped out, give or take. This trade went from 58 up here to 68. That's $500. That's $500 for one contract, right? Then you have another pivot break right up here. Had you have taken this, you would have got stopped out for a loss. Then you got another pivot break right there. Then you got a winner. Price ends up coming back down, and we broke out right there. Hit your stop, and there's another winner. So if you took them all, right, the first one, you could have won. Second one, you could have won. Third one, you would lost. Fourth winner, fifth winner. You have a potential to go 5-1. For me, it'd be 4, 1, and 1 because I got that one break even. Now, I didn't take these over here because my goal is to get you green, stay green, and go enjoy your day. So on this first trade right there, we took that one, and then I took this one. On ES, I'm basically 2-0 for the day, one small winner, and then one fairly nice winner. So collectively today, I believe I made just shy of 700, which isn't great. It's good, you know. My goal is 1K a day, but didn't quite happen today, you know. On the second chart right here, where this star is at, same pattern, same setup. Green candle come here. We touched our magnet. I called out a breakout right there, and boom, up we go. There's one winning trade. Then we called out another trade right here. Boom, there's 2 winning trades. Guess what? NQ, 2 winners, 0 losers, trading the same system, the same pattern over and over and over again. Now, unfortunately, that same pattern right here on CL, it was Wednesday. We had crude inventories. We were expecting some kind of crazy move to the upside or downside, and we stayed inside this box right here. We have other strategies that we do take outside of this, not strategies, but patterns that we do take. But on the strategy I'm sharing with you, or the pattern I'm sharing with you, we didn't hit any of the pivots. We actually stayed in our chop area. Now, with the candles being red, right, we did have a breakdown area right here, red candle, red arrow, and price floats down to the downside. And that's how we wrapped up day trading on the futures side. Now, coming in here, we trade stock options, right? Come here, find the new star. We have Tesla, right? We hit our pivot. We want to take a breakout right here, and nothing ever happened. Then we got this bar to hit a magnet. We want to take a breakout right here, and guess what? Boom, up we go. Easy, easy, easy money on Tesla. So one trade today on Tesla, we were good. A lot of people rode this up, put a loose trail stop in, and they were happy. The next trade that we called out is simply this one right here. You got what we call our lotto system. What happens is we have a lotto high and we have a lotto low, right? What that means is that's the option that we are taking, right? So if we come all the way over here, we called out this morning the 6860 calls, and we called it out right here. It went up in our favor, went against us, thought it was going to be a loser, and this thing snapped back so fast, so hard, back one up. We went risk-free right over in here for another winning trade. We now have 23 days in a row on this strategy. We push in record territory, so let's keep rocking it. Other than that, that's how we day traded today. So everybody in the room who followed along, they were happy, they were rolling, and we're going to keep pushing forward. Now, if you can day trade, watch this for the next 2 minutes. I'm going to show you a real simple strategy of how we can swing trade. We're going to come here to the daily time frame. We're going to put SPY on the chart, and we're going to have a simple pattern that you can see right here. I'll show you. We'll just do it from, well, I keep bumping the thing. We'll just do it from right here. A real simple pattern. You have a green candle, green arrow. We take a swing trade. We take 4 weeks of expiration time, and we look for $2 to $3 on the share movement. At that point, we're up 15 to 30% in that range, enough to go risk-free, especially if it happens in the next day or next couple days. Like this specific trade right here. You see where I'm talking? We would have got filled in this trade about 639. The next day it hit a high of 640, we'll just say 645, almost 646. That's $7 in our favor, right? That's an easy 40 to 60% ROI in one day. So you see a lot of these trades, like right here, there's another nice winner, there's another nice winner, there's a nice winner, here's a nice winner, there's a really nice winner, and we sit back and we wait for this to present itself an opportunity, and then we take it, right? So now check this out. If we sat back and let the software do its job, here we have one winning trade. Here we have two winning trades. Here we have three winning trades. Here is a loser, 3-1. Here's 4 winning trades. That's a juicy one. 5 winning trades, 6 winning trades, 7 winning trades, 8 winning trades, 9, 10, 11, and 1. Here's a loser, 11 and 2. 12 and 2, 13 and 2. This one did go $2, but we can call it a loser because it went there at the very end of the day and then tanked the next day. So we're 12 and 2. We could say 12 and 3. Then we have 13 and 3, 14 and 3, 15 and 3, 16 and 3. You have 16 wins, 3 losses. Really, we're going to quotate this. It did move $2, so you could say 17 and 2. We're going to go with the 16 and 3 route, right? Safer bet. 16 winners divided by 19 total trades. There is an 84% win rate. Would you be happy with an 84% win rate? Absolutely. Why wouldn't you be, right? So let me erase this. Now, if we have a measly average winner of 25% and we have an average loser of 30%, right? A lot of the trades going to go 30, 40, 50%. Obviously, they go a lot more, but at what point do you secure your profits? So we're going to say 16 winners times 25% ROI. That's 400%. The 3 losers at 30% ROI, that is 90. So 400 minus 90, that's 310%. For every person using $100, guess what? Your $100 leverage now turns into $410. If you use $1,000, your $1,000 now turns into $4,100. If you use $10,000 on every single one of these trades, there's $41,000, right? A lot of people start here and they work towards whatever goal they want. $41,000 in less than half a year, that's really not that bad. It's very possible, right? But you have to have a little bit larger of an account, and your account doesn't grow by itself or overnight. This is something that you work towards over time, right? So that's how we day trade or swing trade, and that's just one of our patterns. The next pattern we have is our swing trade or our investing standpoint. We're going to come here and put it on the weekly time frame, right? And when we get a buy signal on the weekly time frame, it's simple. You take a buy here. You take a buy here. You take a buy here. You bought it here at 400. Up here at this point, it's 600. You're up 50% ROI. If you buy in right here at 550, up here at 7, right? 153, 450, you're up 25% ROI on the share side, right? And this is the ETF of the S&P 500. So that's a good opportunity, right? A very good opportunity. Let's say you have $2,000 and you put in $1,000 here. Up here, your $1,000 is $1,500. Sell out, let 500 ride, bring 1K back. Now you got 2K. You get another buy here, right? You put in 1,000, you have $1,500. Now we only have $1,000 on the side pot. And guess what? If your average price entry here previously was there, it comes down to about 450. Up at 750, right? That's 4, 5, 6, 7. That's about 75% ROI. So your $1,500 is now worth, give or take, about $2,500. Sell out, bring $1,000 back. Now you got $1,500 for free in the S&P 500 while you have $2,000 on the side. Now, what I recommend is coming into something like Bitcoin or something completely different than what we would do. And since we have $2,000 on the side, you have a buy right here. You can put $1,000 into it. And now our side pot becomes 1K, right? And this is the power of creating multiple stocks that give you opportunities in the market that present themselves over time, right? Average buy is $15. So up here at 30, right here, there's 2K. Up here at 45, right here, there's 3K. Up here at 60, there's 4K, right? So when your 1K turns into 2K, sell out, let 1K ride, and bring 1K back. Now we got 2K. Then it doubles up here again. It turns into 2K, sell out, bring 1K back to the pot. Now we have 3K. Up here, once again, sell out. Now we got a total of $4,000 on the side, while we still have $1,000 riding on Bitcoin for free. Then we get this another buy right there. Well, if our last buy was here and another buy's there, out of that 4K, you could put in $2,000. Now we have a total of $3,000 in the market. So then our average price comes up to about $35, right? At 70, right here, at 70, your 3K is now 6K. Sell out, bring 5K back, right? Now we got 9K, and we got $1,000 in the pot for free, right? So now our 1,000 turned into, right, in the market, we got 9,000. It's at $10,000, plus we still have that $1,500, right, in the S&P 500. So we really have $11,500. Now, we're just going to go for simple terms. We have 1,000, right? What I just shown you, why we invest and take profits. We started off our account with $2,000, and it is now worth 9, 10, 11. It's $11,500, right? If you started off with that measly $1,000 back here, right, on this account, your $1,000 is worth $6,900. So your 1,000 goes up to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, back to 2,000, up to 8,000, back to 7,000, up to 9,000, back down to 69,000 or 6,900. This is a typical HODL person, right? Your $1,000 is worth 6,900, which is great, right? Which is great because you make 590%. Or if you smart invest like we do, your $2,000, right? $2,000 that we put 1,000 into this that started, your 1,000 turns into 10,000. We made 900%. So we're outperforming 600, right? Or 590, or right, or 900%. On this model right here, it's not that much of a difference, but we always outperform the HODL market, right? We always outperform the HODL market. Now, with that being said, let's erase this right here and come back to what we see right on here. Let's come back to a different area. Now, this is where it gets real interesting, right? If you put in $1,000 right here, right, and you held it, your $1,000 is worth $6,900. $6,900, right? Now, if we do the smart investing, right? 1K equals $6,900. Now, if we do the smart investing, right? Check this out. Your 1K turns into 2K. There's 1K difference. There's 2K. There's 3K. There's another 2K. So 2, 3, 4, 5. You just added $5,000 to your pot. So that measly $10,000 we had now becomes worth $15,000. So I purposely didn't show you this part of the chart so that we can not look at this, right, from the traditional hodl, right, versus the smart investing standpoint. And that's how we make money smartly over time, right, with what we do and how we do it. If you like what you see, do me a favor, comment in the chat where you're watching this from, right? And once you do, I want to see how far around the world we make it. And if this resonates with you and you want to get more involved and you want to link arms and you want to help out, just comment, right? BMT in the chats and we'll get you squared away. Man, this market is ripping. Took my eyes off the screen and look at this thing. Look. Boom! That's a crazy one. Anyway, you guys have a blessed one. Catch me on the next one. Have faith in all you do. Beast mode out.